Hey guys, welcome back. How are you? It's me, your host, Hebod, and this is another episode of Toys in My Closet. And today we're going to take a look at a brand new release from Storm Collectibles. As you can see right in front, we have the brand new Golden Axe Tyris Flare. And yes, this is one highly anticipated female character from the Golden Axe series from Storm Collectibles. Now, as you guys know, I do like and appreciate Storm Collectibles products because they have a lot of different IPs that, you know, are not commonplace in the toy community and world, that they're making figures of that you know you wouldn't see normally from a company such as Mattel, Hasbro, you know, so forth and so forth. So I do appreciate them very much because they have these properties that they could dive into. In this case, a highly regarded video game property from back in the late 80s from Sega, and one of my favorite hack and slash of all times, and for a lot of people as well. And it's very nice to see that they're making these figures. Now, you guys know that I've been also vocal in the past and still to today that I do not like Storm Collectibles customer service. Their customer service is horrible. They do not reply, they don't answer back, and I still have never gotten a response till this day. And it's been almost a year for the Streets of Rage 4 Axel figure QC issues that I had with his sweater around his waist, that it has some really bad paint chipping, and they never, you know, replaced it or addressed it in any way, shape, or form. I'm just being honest. Their customer service, as far as my experience go, is horrendous. So because of that, I'm not really a adamant customer to continue to keep buying from them all the time. What I do buy is what I know I'm not going to be able to get my hands on anywhere else because it's not available from anyone else. In this case, a Golden Axe figure. Just like, you know, the upcoming Gotcha Man. Things like that. But if it wasn't for that, I would not be prying from Storm Collectible because of my bad experience personally with them. These are high-end premium products. They cost anywhere from $190 to $120. So I think that it warrants the utmost attention for them to, you know, be upfront and be able to communicate with the customers in case of any QC issues or problems that you may have with their products. And there's no excuses, in my personal opinion. Anyway, this is the box. In the window opening, you can't really tell really well because of the fact that it has the plastic, you know, shrink wrap inside to give it a preserved, you know, look and feel, I guess, to preserve the figure. You do have the artwork of her, and to be honest, there's never really one definitive art look to them because they were in pixels. In the arcade, you couldn't really tell their face. The logo of the Golden Axe, Tyris Flare, Storm Collectible, as you see. And as we all know, you know, the ages 17 and up. In the very top, you have the Golden Axe logo, the silhouettes of the skeletons. And then on the side, as you can see, this Tyris Flare comes with the Blue Dragon. And she's mounted there on the figure, and this is a promotional shot, really nice, as you see there. And then on the other side is the same thing, I believe, of the same picture, same promotional shot. Then we turn around to the back, and we have Tyris Flare with the mounted on the dragon, and then they show some posability features and actions that you can do with the figure itself, and obviously the interchangeable faces and the sword that she comes with and things of that nature. So without further ado, let's take Tyris Flare out of the packaging, let's take a closer look at her and see what she has to offer, and if this figure, you know, is worth the purchase, and if it's what it has to offer. So sit back, relax, enjoy a digital drink, and hopefully you'll stay for the entire review and outlook of the figure, and, you know, enjoy me for the ride. So I'll see you guys really fast in a blink of an eye. And here we go, guys. Here we have Tyris Flare out of packaging in all of her glory. And as you can see, she's a very, very simple looking character. She reminds me very much so of something like Red Sonja. And that just shows obviously my age, but you guys know what I mean for those of you that are in the know. Tyris Flare looks really, really elegant and sexy and barbaric. Beautiful barbarian goddess in all of her glory. And as you can see, her face sculpt is really nicely done. Right there, with nice shades and tones to her skin, her eyes being pearly black, her hair being that nice red, flowing down to the back, her breast area looking extremely elegant with the whites and the red strapping brassiere that goes to the back, or to the neck rather, as you see there. And you go down, all the definitions in the stomach area. She is packing a six-pack like nobody's business. No fatty tissues whatsoever. Nice, strong, muscular biceps. And nice forearm gauntlet on both sides with the white and red outline. Then the bikini line, obviously panty that goes to the back with the white, and this is just how it was designed for the game, with the red line almost looking like a G-string, and a nice long legs with some nice thighs right there in the hip area, and then her boots in that nice red with a little soft black wash on top. And yeah, so she's very simple, but she looks very, very elegant and barbaric and strong and majestic looking. So there you go. There is Tyris Flare in all of her glory out of the packaging. So now let's take a look at the accessories that Tyris comes with. And here we have what Tyris Flare comes with. As we see right in front of us, she has a sword, an extra portrait, and 4 sets of hands, which she comes with 5 sets altogether, and 10 hands left and right all together separately. So we'll start off with the hands. She comes with a set of kind of like in posing, kind of holding open splayed hands for posing, or like she's gonna grab something. And she comes with the 2 fisted hands that are on Tyris themselves. She comes with 2 wide open hands, which look like they're, you know, like to slap somebody, or open hands blade. This is just for posability options. Then she has, I don't know why, because I don't think she ever did this in the game, but she comes with 2 pointing finger hands, a left and a right, pointing finger hands, which I'm trying to look to the side right now. And then she comes with 2 opposing grip hands, which is either to hold the sword on the left and right hand, or the harness for her steed, which is the blue dragon. Then the sword, it's her weapon of choice in the game, which is done really, really nice. See that gunmetal silver with a wash of black on top, painted really, really elegantly, with that nice gold coming into the middle of the blade with the details, and then the silver on the blade itself. Looks really, really elegant. Really, really elegant. And is her sword and accuracy. And then for her portrait, we have her second portrait, which she has a grinning face where she's screaming. And if you notice that her hair in the front is kind of billowing with the wind as she's riding. You know, let's say the blue dragon. You see in the back all the nice details. The sculpt of the hair. I personally like this face better. But what's nice is that they created a option where you can actually change the, you know, the pigtail, or the, what they call that in the front for the girls, the band, her bands, and you can swap it out and put the other one you had and put it that way as well, so you can have it look either way you want, which is really cool. As for, you know, extra options, so I guess you can consider that an extra accessory because it's attached to her, but you can swap them out from each character. And if I show her other portrait, you'll see, if I put it on her, you'll see that it's, you know, on her as well. That's what the series look, which also looks very nice. So that is what she comes as far as accessories. So now let's take a closer look at her articulation. Now here we go. As far as the articulation, the head moves left and right. It looks down that much. It can look up just a little bit. It does have some tilt, you know, so you have a nice range of movement. Now the head is a little loose right now because I put it on that stand, so it kind of stretched the hole, but you gotta let the hole go, get back and settle into place. As far as the arm joints, you see she has the butterfly there on the 160 degrees or 80 degrees on the shoulder. She has the shoulder bicep swivel, the double jointed elbow, and then on the, you know, wrist she has the ball peg that goes in and out, and then obviously you can turn it. Now it's very, very thin, so you know it's kind of scary. You got to be careful and be kind of, you know, delicate with it, because it feels as if it might break if you're not careful. But you know, Storm makes usually good products, so I wouldn't be too worried. Then this piece in the breast area is a rather soft piece, so she has all this movement up here in this area. And she goes left and right, and she can look down, but then you get that gap kind of in the back, and then she can look backwards or hyperextend back. You gotta kind of align it. That's the only thing that's kind of hard and I hate about Storm, because it doesn't always work out. You can hyperextend it like that a little bit. Then in the waist area, or torso waist, this is also a soft piece, so she does have the waist swivel, but she can also, you know, tilt from side to side for the waist swivel, and obviously she can go forward that much and then hyper extend back Again, let's line this up because of this plastic piece. Again, I hate that because it's so sensitive. Hyperextender, that much. Back, and then in the legs, he has the thigh swivel, and you can extend the legs. You can extend the legs and split them like Van Damme. Pretty much all the way. And then she has the double in the knee, where she can basically hit her buttocks. It does have a minimal boot cut, and then here she has a toe hinge, and it goes forward that much, backwards that much, and then it has obviously the ankle rocker. So as far as articulation, like every Storm collectible, the range is very well executed, and it's a lot of range movement that you can get with her, imposing either by herself or with, her steed, which would be the blue dragon. Bring her up, pull the camera back. There you go, we get her shot there, and there she is. So now let's see her with her main accessory, which is her weapon, which is the sword. And here we have Tyris with her sword, and in a posed position, as you can see, in all of her glory. You can see she poses up very well, with no real problems. And you can put it however you choose. If you want to put the sword this way, let's say, and you want to turn her head this way, you can do that too if you want, or if you choose to. You see, you could do a cool poses depending how you feel, what kind of mood, and what you can think of, and so she looks great. She looks really good. So now let's take a look at the next character in this pack, because I consider this a 2-pack with the steed herself, which is the blue dragon, and let's see what the blue dragon has to offer. And here it is, guys, the blue dragon, and it is absolutely beautiful. As you can see, it stands very tall. That's why I had to pan the camera out back quite much. I think it's very similar to the one that came with the I believe it's the Blade figure, right? Axel Blade, I'm not really sure, but I think they have some little bit of difference, but not too much. But just to give you an idea, here is Tyris standing right next to the blue dragon, as you see. Very nice, and these are within the 7, 8, and 9-inch scale. So I think I would, if I had to guess, the blue dragon is probably stands about, I would say, maybe about 10 inches, maybe 11, from feet to head. I mean, it's really beautiful. The video will not do it justice. It's something that you can appreciate for all of its real glory in real life. As you see there, let's move Tyris out. Looks really stunning. Beautiful colors, nice highlights with whites and a little bit of dark blue embossed. This is like a what you call olive green color for the harness, with the actual olive green in the back ridges of the dragon's body that goes all the way down back of the harness, you can see you lift it up all the way down to its tail. The tail's a separate piece as well. Comes detached. Then the inner area of the neck down to the belly area, all the way down to the bottom of the tail. And then you see the beautiful dragon face with the mouth. It's great. And the mouth does got a little hinge where it kind of opens it up a little. See, it's strapped around with the pink eyes. The, you know, what you call it, olive green here on the actual top of his head with the horns, and the pink tongue, and the little flap there, you know, on the side of his head, looking really nice with some whites. Like I said, it looks beautiful, especially in person. Then you have the arm with the hands, as you see there, and then the nails. The fingertips are olive green, and the hands are of a really nice soft material. And then you got the, I forget what it's called, the piece where, you know, you put your feet in to hold on when you're riding it. So it looks really, really nice, and really, really beautifully colored and painted and sculpted. It looks wonderful. So what he does come with as far as accessories is, because it does mean accessory, is this nice flame effect that comes out of the mouth, as far as when it blows out the fire, even in the way that it gets widened on the top. That's how it is in the game. With the red dragon, it's a ball of fire. With this dragon, it's just a burst of fire going down on the floor, and you see that it has like that wide span. It is hollow in the bottom, but still nonetheless looks really, really nice. And you know, you put it in front of the mouth, which we'll take a look at a little bit later, displayed all together. So now let's take a quick look at the dragons, the blue dragon rather, articulation. Let's take a quick cut, and we're back. And so as far as the head moves, you know, up and down, as so. It has movement to go left and right, as you see. Then the neck also moves. Oh, sorry about that. The neck moves up and down, but it's not much, as you can see. It can pop, and you can turn it together. Kind of got to tilt, but it pops out easily, so you don't really have that range of movement a lot. So let me pop it out one more time. Put this underneath as so, and then pop it back. And then the hands, they articulate here in the joint and the elbow on the hand. Goes up single, it goes out at like so, and moves. It even has at 180 degrees movement. And then obviously on the wrist, as you can see, it's a little peg. So it does have like swivel. You can move the hands in and out, and it has a swivel there as well. Then in the leg area, you can actually move the legs in and out a little bit, like so. Spread them. Then the legs do go forward and back. Then on the knee, you have a nice little bend. Then over here, in the ankle area, you have a nice little bend as well. It moves left and right. And then you got the toe, where the toes are, which hinge up and down as well. And then in the tail, you have a little bit of movement where you can move it basically you know, left and right, and maybe down a little bit, not too much with the peg. Comes out easily from the thing, so you can move it, you know, a little bit left and right as well, like this. Like you move it left and right, but the pegs pop out for some reason really easy on this one, so it's not like it actually works really well. You gotta be you know, kind of careful, because it gets annoying. It kind of moves out really fast, and then it doesn't really want to stay, and it keeps popping out off the pegs. So there is the articulation of the blue dragon. So it articulates really well, but again, it's just a little frustrating because the pegs do pop out, I guess due to the nature of it being so big and cumbersome. It just pops out easily. So let's look at tyris with the steed on it together, and see how it all looks nice in one big package. And here we go, guys. Here you have it. Here you have the blue dragon with tyris flare and the actual fire display piece in all of its glory. And look at that. Look how gorgeous this looks in display. The only problem with this is the size. It's so massive in length, especially with the extension of, you know, the actual fire piece, that it's very hard to, like, how are you going to display this? It's going to take a lot of real estate, you know, but if you have it, it's going to be all worth it. And I could just imagine with, I know I don't have the space, but with all of the Golden Axe characters played out, put together, now we only need the dwarf Gilius and his little riding thing, bug-looking creature, you know, with axle blade axle, and Death Adder, and one of those other skeletons and minions that are coming. So again, this looks absolutely stunning. Very beautiful, as you can see. Is it worth the $100 or the, you know, $190, $120? I think so. I mean, I think it speaks for itself if you look at it. Now let's take a money shot just to see how good it all looks together. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the money shot. The money shot. Look how gorgeous and beautiful this display looks all together. And the sad part is that I have no way in the world to display this in this form, fashion, or way in any of my displays, because it's just way too big, way too spacious. And I don't even have Gilliam yet, which he also comes with the steed, which is like that little worm thingy. And they got the pop belly fat dudes with the hammers that work for Lord Death Adder, which is supposed to be like a build-a-figure type deal. So I don't know if I'll be able to ever get two, but I'm definitely going to try to get one. But look how beautiful it looks. It looks absolutely fantastic. Death Adder, some of the skeletons, the blue dragon, the red dragon, which look pretty much identical. Just for the fact that they're painted differently, but it painted differently enough where it makes it look like an all different type of dragon. And then obviously, you know, Axe Battler with tyris flare. Absolutely gorgeous. I can't stress it enough. And with those effect pieces looking great. So guys, now let's take some more comparisons with some other figures in other lines, just to see how they stack up next to these beautiful Storm Collectible stuff. So sit back, I'll be right back. Oh, here we have them. Here we have them next to the combatants fight for glory. As you can see, these gladiators look absolutely incredible next to tyris flare and her blue dragoon, and some skeletons in the background there. As you can see, están molestando la vida. Next, Now we have them next to the Fellowship of the Ring. From Diamond Select, we have Legolas. We have Gimli, right? Gimli. And our boy, the archer. Oh my God, what's his name? Strider, Gimli, Legolas. That's what it is. Strider, Gimli, Legolas. They look fantastic with their medieval barbarian styles next to this amazing tyris. And up next, we'll have... Now we have her next to none other than thundercats. We got Mumra, Pumira, Monkey, and Lino, Lynxo, and Tigra. As you can see, you can mix and match these awesome Golden Axe Storm collectible figures with pretty much any line and they'll look fantabulous. So, one more for good sake, right? Let's check it out. And here we have the Masters of the Universe Revelations Triclops, Trapjaw, He-Man, and Savage He-Man. And of course we have what I like to call the McFarlane DC Universe Wonder Woman Thor, or Thor Wonder Woman. And then we have the Mythic Legion Stinkor homage. I think his name is Ophidus or something like that. I don't know. You guys know the name. I call him Mythic Legion's Stinkor homage. And you can see anything medieval related that's in your figure collection, you can mix and match, and it's going to look fantabulous with the Golden Axe, Tyris Flare, and Blue Dragon. So now let's get to the end of the review and give you my final thoughts on this figure. Okay, boys and girls and my fellow collectors, my final thoughts is Tyris Flare with the Blue Dragon from the Storm Collectibles Golden Axe series collection, worth every cent. And I'm gonna say absolutely 100% without a shadow of a doubt, this piece is absolutely stunning and fabulous. And again, I do have my gripes and my problems with Storm Collectible as far as QC issues and them not addressing customer service and giving good customer service to customers, right? I do. I'm not going to sit here and simp for them and lie for them. No. They have a horrible customer service and they need to fix it, because they do make good quality products and they do show in their products that they love and care for what they're doing. It's just you can't expect customers like ourselves and collectors to pay $120 for a piece like this with shipping and, tax when it's all said and done about $140, $150, and expect that if something's wrong with the piece that we can't have any complaints or want to get them replaced, right? Impossible. As any good company knows, the customer's always right, and you have to keep the customer and the consumer happy. That is without a shadow of a doubt. But as far as this piece goes, this piece is absolutely stunning. It's very, very elegant looking. It looks great. It's a showstopper for the shelf, especially when somebody walking in that will immediately recognize, that's familiar with the franchise, with the IP, with the fact that it's a character and piece based off a classic Sega arcade video game, which is Golden Axe. So 2 thumbs up for this to Storm Collectibles. Really loved it. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I know it may have gone a little longer, but it is a big piece with multiple characters and multiple pieces, and you have to break it down the best you can so you, the viewer, can get the idea, the best of my ability, of what it has to offer. And I hope I conveyed that here today in my review. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you loved it. You loved it enough that you left a thumbs up if you like, thumbs down if you didn't like it. It's fine. It's perfectly fine, if you didn't enjoy it. I'm just grateful that you came by and checked it out. Also, share it with someone you think might like the review. As always, for all of you that continue to give me wonderful support, without you guys, remember, my channel would be nowhere today. So for you, love you guys to the end of the moon, because you guys are the best. Now, if you're new to the channel and like what I'm doing and saw what I'm doing and like it, and gave me a thumbs up, or even actually subscribe. Thank you so much, because it means the world to me, because I know you didn't have to. But since you did, remember, I consider you now part of my family. And you guys, if you want to follow me on any social media platform, you can. You can follow me on Instagram under C_respect. And on Twitter, you can follow me under @mosthistorian with a capital M and a capital H. Everything else, lowercase, all one word. Now, if you want to follow me on any outlet of video games online, you can follow me on the Nintendo Switch or on Xbox Live under HeBot8 with a capital H and a capital B, all lowercase, all the other letters in one word with a hyphen in between the E and the B. You can also find me on the PlayStation Network under alffellfromsky, all one word, all lowercase. And I will leave it down in the description below. Guys, if you ever want to help me out in any way, shape, or form, because you like what I do, you enjoy what I'm doing, and you want me to continue to grow, continue to do great projects and great videos for you guys to enjoy, there's a way you can do it from the kindness of your heart, only if you can and you have the means to. It's not obligated. It's only if you want to, because you love what I do. It's all down in the description below with my Patreon and my PayPal information. Or if you guys want to maybe donate something to the channel because you want me to highlight it, review it, showcase it, whatever the case may be, it would be an absolute honor and pleasure for me to do so. Just give me a DM or shoot me a DM in one of those social outlets like Instagram or Twitter, and we'll work out the particulars. Guys, this is your host, Hebot, signing off with another episode of Toys in My Closet. Dios te me bendigas. I hope you liked it. Love you. Y I'll see you in the next one.